So here we go. Down to the MIDI files. We're going to deal with the whole frickin' thing. F4. Starting from the top, here we are on Kitty Cat Island, or Catnip Island, or whatever I named it. This guy will come up to you, this lion, so you can start off the game by traveling either up here, or you can go directly into the den, but obviously you're going to run into this lion first. And my daughter says that her power animal is not just a lion, but a male lion, I guess. The mane might be attraction for her, but here we are. So you're here at last. So this is the character that obviously is going to be my daughter. Kind of wanted her to be the protagonist here, so. How did I get here? What is happening? And who are you? My daughter's favorite book is Alice in Wonderland. So I definitely wanted to put some Alice in Wonderland references throughout this game. One of which is that reference, and the other of which is kind of the plot of the game, in a way. Who am I? Firstly, my dear, who are you? By the way, let me just take a moment right here to show you my awesome coffee mug while I'm thinking about it. Oh shit. See? It's adorbs! Alright. Back to it, so you don't have to deal with this music too much longer. Who am I? Firstly, my dear, who are you? Alright, so you can put in anything you like here. Of course, if you choose to skip the route and try to go with a blank name, you can just hit OK, and it will autofill as Pixie. When my daughter was 2 years old, she liked for people to call her Pixie. Welcome, my dear. I am Leonore, protector and chief of this island. Obviously, my daughter's name is Eleanor, so Leonore is kind of an adaptation, turning her name into her favorite animal. So I wanted to kind of make him the first person that you meet. What is this place? I'm sure I've never been here before, but this place feels so familiar. I regretfully have no simple answer for you, my dear. Perhaps it would be more suitable for us to talk over a cup of tea. Now, at this point, you can say tea sounds nice. You can say, no thanks. If you hit, no thanks, you're going to go back to the main menu. So, I'm going to go, tea sounds nice. Then you are welcome in my den, says Leonore. So, come, I'll start the kettle and we'll have ourselves some nice tea and conversation. I'm using RPG Maker 2003. I wish I could have figured out how to actually animate these two having tea together. But that is not in the next scene, unfortunately. It's way simplified. Everything here is going to be wicked simplified. This is, after all, the first game I've ever made. So here we are at Leonore's den. I guess we did kind of appear at his kitchen table, so it's like we just had tea, and now we're gonna, wander around. So the first you can do is talk to Leonore, but this is generally a pretty open world kind of scenario, so I didn't have any quest objectives that I could put in there. Otherwise, I would write, talk to Leonore, etc. But it's kind of up to you to figure out what the hell to do. So let's go over here and talk to him and hit the enter button to activate him. Welcome to my home. Rosie seems to have missed you. Rosie is Eleanor's kitten, who she didn't see for a very long time. So, I don't know. Wanted to put her cat in there. Missed me? Where have I been? That I do not know. I guess what's important is where you're going now. Rosie says, meow. So, your return to this island has been expected. So I have been here before. Oh yes, my dear, countless times. You've washed up on these shores every night for years. Hold on, Cliff is on the countertop. Do not know what that cat's been up to, but he's it's like a little piece of very suspiciously feather-looking lint on his chin. I don't know what he's been getting into. Probably something precious or living. All right, anyway, continuing. Hey, buddy, I know you love me. Oh, yes, my dear, countless times. You've washed up on these shores every night for years. All right. So she says, how can that be? Your spirit was born here, and here was born with your spirit. This is Catnip Island, my dear. You have again crossed the sea of dreams, only to remember and forget once more. I don't understand, says Pixie. We'll call her Pixie in this scenario. You don't have to. That's the magic of it. But a little exploring might uncover some answers for you, if not new questions. Alright, so at this point, everybody gets some XP just for playing the game and moving through the story. You get level 2, you learn a little skill, and your whole team levels up, really. But, there you go. Now we'll meet these other characters real quick. Alright, Rosie keeps saying something, so if you go over here and you pet Rosie by hitting the enter button, come here, turd. Come here! She'll purr at you, and then you get a whole bunch of XP. So if you keep on smacking her over and over, you'll just level up eventually, but I don't know how to fix that mechanic. I'm sure there's a way. That's something I'll have to work on. This guy over here is Cliff, the little mongrel with the feather hanging off of his chin. I turned him into a character that can fight alongside you here. So, hi, I'm Cliff. Cliff is not just a great little brother. He's also quite a scrappy warrior. Woo! Cliff will always be there to help you in case you find yourself in a sticky situation. Yeah, because I prefer to be the only trouble in any given room at any given time. So this is Cliff's character. He is the 1-year-old bobtail cat that we have running around this house, destroying things. You sure are cute, kiddo, and that he is, even when he's ruining everything. Alright, now we're going to make our way over here. Talk to this character. Hey there. I wonder if you remember Brit Dog, says Leonor. Not really. Nice to meet you. Again, I guess. Don't worry about a thing, little one. I will always keep you safe. So, Brit Dog is my wife's name. Or Brittany. Eleanor used to call her Brit Dog, so that's that character. And then here this person is. This person walking around in a black outfit in the middle of the woods. Who do you think that is? Well, look who it is. Never thought I'd see you again. And I suppose I'm supposed to know who you are. Hopefully you will in time. Regardless, I'll always be there to back you up in battle, even if I am getting older. You remind me of someone. Well, with any luck, I remind you of me. So, there we meet your team. We meet the first little stage, and we can continue off the map in this direction if we follow the path. Of course, we could also go over here to the stairwell behind the waterfall. Ooh, stairwell behind the waterfall. What do we have? Alright. Walking down the bridge. I always forget that I have coffee sitting right next to me until it starts to get cold. Nectar of the gods. Alright. Alright, so here we come to this little pool out amidst the pool. There's definitely a ghost down there. Looks like he's blocking the entrance to a little stairwell. And there's a note here at the top. Let's go check out this note. Ghosts are more afraid of you than you are of them. What could that possibly mean? I wonder if it comes in handy later. How strange. Well, let's go over here. I think we're going to have to deal with this ghost if we want to get down there. Oh, he went right frickin' through us. Hey, come back here. I want to fight you. There we go. No! Did I turn off the ghost at some point? There. It's supposed to activate on touching it, but damn, did that take a second. Let's see if I can look at that. I suppose you don't have to fight the ghost, but it is a fun little bonus fight if you know to go beneath the waterfall. Alright, so Eleanor's a 10-year-old girl, and she's never played an RPG before. I don't think she's ever played a game on the computer. Mostly she just plays on her iPad, so I'm not sure if she's going to know the mechanics of an old-school RPG. She could always choose to learn by hitting the fight button. Of course, if she doesn't want to do that, she can go to auto, and the game will make the decisions for her. For now, though, let's see. We're going to attack this blob right here. not a very tough person to fight. It's definitely intended to be one of the first enemies you encounter. There are not a lot of enemies in this game. I didn't want it to be in any way unwinnable or intimidating. I just wanted it to be purely fun, purely about wandering around, exploring, and finding interesting or thought-provoking situations. So the fights are just kind of a bonus to keep it interesting. Get XP, you get gold. Now it allows you to save, which is kind of cool. So we'll just save over file 1. Ghost is gone for now. Down we go. Come into this little dungeon right here. Well, not a whole lot to it. You could try to go somewhere else. You're not going to. So we just continue along our natural route here. Oh no, standing on the fire doesn't seem to be affecting us. Maybe I should fix that. So one more thing to write down. Let's open up the treasure chest. So everybody levels up. You learn sleep. You learn the first level of an ice spell. Everybody advances. Whoa! So cool. Really, I'm not really going for equipment and items so much in the loot in this game. There are 2 little merchants later on in the map, but so the gold does come in handy eventually, and there are a few items, but it's not really the focus. The focus is really just on finding as many little things to interact with and gaining experience as possible so that you can better fight your way through the bosses and get to the end of the story. Really, the bosses aren't going to kill you, probably. It'll just take a lot longer if you, don't play around a little bit. And that was kind of what I wanted to do anyway, so. Now, that ghost is back, but keeping in mind what we learned up here on the note, that ghosts are more afraid of you than you are of them. If you give them the chance, the little bastard will run away, and then you can access the ladder. Here we are, the top of the well. The well coming from the underground cavern, or whatever, behind the waterfall. So obviously, if you continue to go this way, you're going to come out to this field. There's an old man here. He says, here in Heart Forest, there are 3 paths but infinite choices. Definitely inspired by a Led Zeppelin lyric. What is happening? Who are you? What does that mean? It seems that whether we are young or old, the impulse to ask questions is an impulsive virtue. That is definitely something I've been trying to teach my daughter, is to always ask questions and to trying to get her into a process of thinking critically at the age of 10. So often I think at that age, kids are taught not to ask questions. And I don't know. I think she has the capacity to see through a lot of bullshit, so I want to help her out. Teach her a little bit at the beginning, and I can do that by reminding her through a video game. So may your curiosity guide you, my child. And then he disappears in a swarm of ducks. That character's name is Harry. Anyway, so there's a big old heart in the middle of the field, and that's fun. If we go up this way, now he said there are 3 paths but infinite choices. So 3 paths indicates that there are 3 routes off of this map right here. So we came in off of 1. There's another one up here. And then if you dig around for it, you'll find another one down here. So this heart right here kind of serves as an anchor for the rest of the map. Now if we continue up this path, we know where this goes. This comes out to Leonore's Den, which is the front way to get out. If you went this way to begin the game, then obviously you wouldn't have encountered the ghost at the bottom of the well and all the XP and the gold and the spells. So it's good that we went that way. The old man is back. I'm having a hard time understanding how to use switches with this game. I don't know what's so hard about it for me, but for whatever reason, I've been having difficulty figuring out how to eliminate a character from a map, leave the map, and then come back to that map, and that character be gone afterward. I don't really know how to do that. So hopefully my daughter will overlook it, or she just won't mind at all and might even figure out how to capitalize from it to move through the game even faster. Whatever. If any of you watching has any kind of feedback or knows any kind of help with this situation, I sure would appreciate it to hear it in your words. Moving on. If we go out the bottom, we come out south, and we can continue west across the map. This little puppy dog comes running up to you. What's up, bud? Now you gotta catch him. There. Enter. You feel a tingling sensation of magic. Bark, bark, bark. Hi, who are you? Let's play. So, I named the dog Canis May. I was going to name the dog Canis Major because my daughter and I like to look at these constellations together, and that's a good memory we have is of trying to pick them out. So I thought, that's a dog. Of course, I'm going to name it Canis Major. But Major seemed like kind of a big name for a cute little pupper, so I said Canis May. That might work a little bit better for our 8-bit pupper. Now, who would ignore this cute, adorable dog? We're going to play with her. Or him, whatever. I mean, it's the 21st century, man. Who's a good boy? I am. So, everybody levels up because that's what happens when you play with animals. Your life gets better and you gain experience. Animals are better than people. Everybody knows. Puppy kisses. See you later, little buddy. Anywho. So, we're going to take a quick moment here. Oh, okay. I have no commentary so far. Wonderful. Well, then I shall continue. All right. So now the dog will follow you around anyway, but let's head back out. I forgot there was something I wanted to show you up here at the top of this map. This is once again open world, so she might skip at step 2. She might miss certain details. It always helps to go back and wander around the map again and see if you can find anything I forgot completely about this. Come up to this sign. You can go to Milo's Lookout. Say yes or no. You're going to say yes if you want to go up there. All right. Level up again. Too easy. All right, here we are. Now, Milo is the precious spirit that Black Cat comes from. It's my archetype, my power animal, my familiar, my best friend who passed away a little over a year ago. And so I wanted to make like a memorial for him in the game because Eleanor wasn't here when he passed away. So I thought it'd be really cool to like involve her in my grieving process by making this this area right here. Oh, the horse comes right up to you. How about that? And then walks away. Cool. So we're going to go over to this stone right here and boom. Spelled out the boy's full name. Farewell and rest easy to Milodius, the melodious, Blackheart Thatch, Schmiggy, the first Prince of Darkness, High Emperor of Catdom, beloved of his father, Milo the Good. So that's Milo's full epitaph. And so you go over here, and Milo is a very magical black cat, so naturally you get a bunch of magic out of that by giving honor to the black man in the sky. Now there's a horse walking around. Remember what I told you about all animals giving you experience and making your life better? Well, here we go. Except for jellyfish. They'll probably kill you. You feel a tingling sensation of magic. Hay. Hay? Do you have hay? Give me hay. Well, I don't have any hay with me, but you can rub Maple's nose or you can ignore Maple. I named the horse Maple because my dad's live in Vermont, and every year we harvest maple sap to make maple syrup, and it's super fun and it's a great family memory. And I was like, well, we use horses to get the maple syrup, and Eleanor loves horses, so might as well name the horse Maple. That's how Maple gets her name. You can ignore Maple because you're a monster, or you can rub her nose. We're going to rub her nose. That feels amazing. Thank you, new friend. Level up again, and you learn the raise spell, which is obviously really important, and you can only get it up here in this map right here. That'll definitely come in really handy for fighting some of the bigger bosses later, although there aren't many. Everybody levels up. Now we're steadily moving up. We really only need to get to about level 10 to beat the final bosses. I do want to add some more enemies throughout the map. I only have the rest of the week to get this game done, but I think I could. Definitely need a little bit more combat to break it up, given how fast we are progressing so far. First level of a blizzard spell was learned, and you say thank you to the horse, and you say see ya. So, we're done up here. You can wander around. I should definitely add more magical elements up here. For right now, those are the only two interactable things, is the horse and the memorial stone. So we'll head on out. Leave the lookout. All right, here we are back at the top of the well. There's the old man again. He tells us there are 3 paths out of here. Cool. So let's head west again, back to the south. Here we are. Here comes Candace May. Now, we're going to run down. Well, first of all, you might just continue west, and boink, you come upon a castle. If you look south, there's a little pixie character you can talk to. And if you run across the beach a little bit, and these little trees that look like carrots, you'll find a chest. Fun. See, it's worth it to explore. You level up, of course, because that's really the big thing that you're chasing in this game is the experience. And the dog says, nice. Because, you know, Canis is a bro. Apparently. With the middle name May. Alright, let's talk to the pixie. Oh, I forgot. Alright, so my daughter's learning French right now. So I had to make the pixie French. Bonjour, I'm Pix. Are there any magical items you're needing at the moment? Yes or no? So here's your first opportunity to get rid of some excess stuff and see if you can get some extra gear. So, first, wait, hold on. Hit escape to go back. Son of a hamster. Sell. Alright, we got 3 magical candies. What do those do? Recover all HP and magic. Alright, that's probably important. Raises intelligence and resistance to silence status. I'm going to sell that. Not that we need the gold, really, but dispel herb cures all status ailments except for death. Well, that's going to be handy. Alright, go to buy. Now, not every character can use all of these items, so it's handy to look through here and see what happens in the top right part of our user interface. So the longbow can only be used by me, for example, because I am an archer. The long sword can only be used by Cliff, because he is our warrior and he has enormous claws that will hurt you. The magic robe can be used by our 2 magic characters. Eleanor's character, who is primarily a magical character and whose main move is to sing her enemies to sleep with lullaby, because of course that would be the gentlest, sweetest way to kill somebody possible. And of course, Brit Dog is also able to use the magic robe. Wooden shield is useless. Everybody can use a leather shield. I don't know. We don't need all this stuff right now. Potions are helpful because they recover HP. Here. It'd be handy to have some stimulants to revive an ally. And magic water to boost magic because our 2 female characters definitely use a lot of magic. Cool. So we've spent most of our gold now. Let's get out of here. Hope that helps. Come back if you need anything else. Ma petite fille. That was our first French lesson. Taught her how to say little girl. Thanks. So, and there's an E in the grass, if you notice. You know, little Easter eggs to remind her that she's special to me. So here we go. Let's come up to the castle now. Come upon this little throne room. Let's back out of here and see if anybody's saying anything. Okay, nobody said anything. Wonderful. Alright, back to the game. Hold on. But first, coffee. So, here we are in our little throne room. There are a few little details around the room that are handy. One, well, let's just notice them all. These are the things, I want to make every map on here as interactive as this one is, because this one has a lot more stuff that boosts you and helps you out. So over here, you have magic water, even though it doesn't tell you it's magic water. It revives everybody that you have. Um, let's see. Eat some fresh fruit. Heals you up all the way. So everybody in your party heals. Come over here and hit this book. The Magic of Pixies by Nonny Mouse. Anonymous Nonny Mouse. So I feel more magical than ever. That boosts your magicka. And let's see. We go up here. Now, if you go over here toward a box of swords, boink, all your weapons power up. That includes the magic that Eleanor and Brit Dog use. Come up here toward the suit of armor, obviously, boing, fixes up all your armor. There's a winged pair of shoes next to the throne. Dare we touch it? We dare. Whoa, these are neat. So you level up, you learn Starlight and Silence. Fun. Alright, we might as well mess around with the skeleton. It's not chasing us. Maybe it's safe. Maybe we can move it out of the way and sit in this throne. Oh no! Who disturbs my court? Alright, so we can save because we're getting ready to fight. Now, this is supposed to be the old queen. I don't really know how to add name tags to my bosses. I also don't know how to add health bars. Maybe that's not an element that was in RPG Maker 2003. I have obviously some of the newer game development software in my wish list right now, but I don't know about the limitations of this one. I haven't been able to figure out how to do it yet. So no boss health bar, no boss name tag, but we can go ahead and hop right into it, and I'll give you the context. This is the queen, her two royal guards, and her gargoyles, because this is her undead court. Let's actually manually fight through this one. Alright. So let's see this. Eleanor to attack the queen. Didn't do a whole lot. I don't. Let's see. So at this point, if you hit auto, which is really what I think I'm going to encourage her to do, because it's finicky picking through all those options. You can do it if you want to. It definitely makes the game last longer. But my idea for how the game should work should just be she walks around, she discovers things, she gets experience and levels up so that she can work her way through these bosses faster, just so that she can get to the end of the story. That's really my ultimate goal, and I don't know if I'm skilled enough to make it any more interesting than that, but I think she'll enjoy it. Like I said, just because this is going to be her first RPG, and I think it's going to be her first PC-based game, so I'm pretty excited. Alright, everybody levels up, everybody gets a whole lot of crap. Save it. Now the old queen is gone. We can sit in the throne, but do we want to do this? You don't know. That adds to the mystery. Do you want to sit on the old queen's throne? Yes or no? Well, if you say no, you can walk away safely. But if you say yes, well, then it takes you right back out to the very beginning of the map. But like I said, this is an open world game, so you could start the whole adventure over and talk to Leonor. But why would you? You've already got all that experience. You could even just go straight to Milo's lookout point, or you can go straight to the den. He's kind of standing in the way of the den right now, and I don't want to run into him because I don't want to start the game over. So I'm just going to go straight to the mysterious lookout point. And we can kind of just run back to where we were. Now, like I said before, I haven't figured out how to make it so that when you leave a certain map, after having spoken to somebody and they disappear, I haven't figured out how to come back to that map and that character continue to be gone. So we're going to run to the old queen again. We don't have to fight her, of course. Now we know what the throne does. So we're not going to disturb her this time. We're going to walk right on by. However, we did fight her already, so we might as well heal up and get all this stuff again. Even boost our magicka a little bit. Fix armor. And fix weapons. All right, now, clearly this isn't just a dead end. And you probably noticed this earlier, and you could go right through this option earlier without interacting with anything in the room if you wanted to. You might be stuck in the next scene for a little while, and you would miss out on part of your little story here. But you could do this. There's a stairwell, obviously, right there. Here we are. Brings us out to the bottom of the castle, which happens to be a little patch of trees, shrubs, whatever. There's a pixie over here, and there's a fire giant that is chasing us. Yikes. Let's get away from this son of a bitch. All right, if we run over to this character over here, he will leave us alone for a second. All right. Came upon a fairy meditating by the water. Who are you? Who are any of us? I don't understand. And yet the dream continues. Dream? You mean I'm dreaming right now? Are you? I mean, I don't think so. How can you be sure? What is happening? Where are you going? We all return to the same place between dreams. So, I thought that was a cool character, but now we need to deal with this fire giant because he's not going to leave us alone. Hey, turd. So fire giant and his pet salamanders. Teams all assembled. Let's go ahead and just hit auto, see how long it takes. He's not too bad. He's kind of a damage sponge, but his attack isn't so bad, so you can definitely last him out for a little bit, even if, I don't know, it's definitely handy to hit as many interactable things as you can up to this point, just so that you don't have to deal with this for too long. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that was a big one. So you got a magical pendant. Neat. Fire giant goes away. There's a statue of this angel goddess looking thing over here. Go up to the statue. Maybe it's interactive. Lo and behold, it is. You're reinvigorated. So, heal up everybody. Very cool. There's a little pixie wandering around. It's not the same pixie as before. Let's see if we can catch up with her. Salut again, mon ami. Shall we trade? Yes or no? So, let's see. We did get a lot of money from killing that fire giant. I don't know if we want to... Let's see. Everybody could use one of these. You have plenty of money, but let's see. Could have saved our gold from earlier and probably been able to buy these. That's okay. Got a lot of these. Now, I forgot to mention this. Each one of these characters obviously has their own. They all have their own classes, but they also have like their own stats, which is pretty standard. My daughter, the protagonist in this game, the one with the little elf ears and the little feather sticking out of her head, she's definitely a magical character. She has very high intelligence, kind of lower defense, kind of lower attack, and not amazing armor. My character, however, has fantastic defense and fantastic attack, but very weak intelligence and motivation. Brit Dog's character is high in magic and high in intelligence, and her weakness is defense. And then Cliff, his weakness is definitely intelligence. And his defense is a little low, but his attack is off the charts, and so is his motivation. So, good little things to know. Everybody can use a crossbow. Nobody can use a claymore. I can use a battle axe. Let's see. The girls can use a wrapped bow. I don't think we're going to buy anything right now. In fact, I haven't even... Au revoir, Buffy. So, if we go to the escape menu, we can actually see what the hell we have. I can't believe we haven't even gone into this menu yet so far. So what items do we have? We have these items, but let's see. Skills. So this is everything that every character can do. As far as magic goes. Equipment, let's see what she has. She's got on leather armor. That's great. I'm using a club as my main weapon. Alright, so nobody seems to have a weapon so far except for me and the boy. So let's fix that. We could probably put the magic pendant on her. That'll be handy. I don't know why she's not wearing leather armor already. That's cool, though. What does Cliff have? Nothing. Alright. He's got a club. Alright, so we definitely want to get a few weapons for the non-magical characters. Come here. So, what can we afford? There's a magic ring to raise his intelligence. Cool. Speed shoes. Sniper's eye will be handy after we get a bow. Oh, can I not get a longbow up here? Yes, I can. Surely I can. A wrapped bow, crossbow. Well, dang. I guess I can only get the longbow down the other map. I didn't do that on purpose, but it does present a better challenge. Fine. Let's get Cliff something, though. He could use a spear or a sword. Let's give him the sword. Let's give Eleanor a bow. That'll be cool. think that'll do it. Wing cat. Let's check it out. All right. I think that's all we're going to do here. So let's equip that stuff. Hard to use the wrapped bow because it's awesome. And I want her to wear the wing cat. Neat. Battle axe on for me. And the dingus gets a longsword. Cool. That was it, right? Yeah. Cool. Let's go ahead and save that in file 1. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're done with our little merchant here. There's a volcano up here. There's no danger there, really. There is, however, a mysterious cave up here at the top and a stone golem walking around in front of him. We could just run right the hell in there if you want to. If you just want to bypass the final boss, you can. This is not meant to be a difficult or a challenging game. More of a game for exploring, like I've said 1,000 times. But because I do want to show it, let's run into the golem. All right. Everybody's got their new equipment. Pixie's character does not appear to be wearing the feather hat. That's a bummer. The animation for the bow is pretty cool. Probably should have given the magic pendant to Brit dogs if Eleanor's primary skill now is the bow. Sorry, mic off. You get a lot out of that, but it's not really a big deal at this point. I mean, the focus of the game really isn't the fights so much as it's just picking through the interesting things, which there aren't really so far. Very many are there. All right, now we can go to the cave. Here's the big mysterious cave that suddenly has this like odd element of, damn it, I thought well, that's something else I gotta fix. I don't know why it's raining in the cave. That was supposed to turn off after the last boss fight, but whatever. One more thing to fix. There's Leonor hanging out down here. How goes the journey, little one? For everything I thought I knew, I've found a little more. Ha, well worded. And now I see you've come to Kitty Cavern. If that's what you say this place is called, then I suppose I have. Does this mean I've reached the end? No, little one, although it may seem that way. For it is with bittersweet trembling that I must confide in you my own life's realization. Oh God, we're going for that first existential crisis, aren't we? The journey never ends. Or does it? Leonor! And off he goes. He mysteriously disappeared like so many other things, but as we know from playing this game, if you leave this map and you come back, he'll be right there. Fiddlesticks, what was that? Fiddlesticks is something that she said when she was really little, and she didn't want to use a cuss word, I guess, and it was just the cutest thing. I'd never heard it before. So she says fiddlesticks, what was that? I don't remember what that does. I don't think I have that hooked up to anything. I think I just have it shake the screen, and you're left to wonder what the hell just happened. Which is in its own way kind of cool, but I think I want to fix that. I need to. Maybe I could use it to turn off the rain. I'll come to it. All right. We already talked to Leonore. He's gone. Do you see the little kitty cat face I got going on down here? I did try to weave a little landscape artwork into here. Do I hear somebody crying? All right. Downstairs. Now I'm sure that I hear somebody crying, sobbing. All right. Red carpet goes out across this little subterranean lake. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a dragon. Oh no, not a dragon! Oh yes. Well, I can avoid him and run up here, but it's not really going to accomplish anything. This is the end of the line. Dead end. Got to deal with the dragon. So let's go deal with the dragon. It can't be. I made this sprite myself, and I'm pretty. Not the sprite. I made the face set myself, and I'm pretty proud of it. Somehow I know you, but how can that be? It is. Is this a dream? How long has it been? You're about to see what this is all about. This is based on her favorite lullaby when she was a kid. Well, she's still a kid, when she was a much tinier kid. How long has it been? Time has ceased to exist for me without you. Yet ages have passed. Eons. My Eleanor has returned. Legasp. How do you know my name? I mean my actual name. Now, regardless of what she named herself in this game, we're going to come upon this scene where he's going to say, I know your real name is Eleanor. So, ideally, the only name that she won't call herself at the beginning of the game will be Eleanor. But we'll see. Anyway, how do you know my actual name? Little one, your name was written on my heart before you were even born. Who are you? Oh, Eleanor, you know my name. My name is Puff. I forgot. How could I forget? Now, the next few lines out of Puff's dialogue definitely seem pretty poetic and weird, but that's because they come straight out of the lullaby. One gray night it happened, the night you came no more. My head was bent in sorrow, my green scales fell like rain. Without my lifelong friend, I couldn't be brave, so I came into this cave and have never left. But here you are now, my beloved Eleanor. Puff? Yes, Eleanor. Are you really a magic dragon? Pause. Now I am again. Aw, sweet. Everybody's heart melts, if you're not just intensely annoyed with this game up to this point, which I hope you're not, because this has been a labor of love, even if it is a stumbling first attempt. Dad Nabbit, it's still raining. Well, you talk to Puff, you finish up your conversation with him, there's a blinking light, and suddenly you wake up in bed. No. I cannot figure out how to get her sprite to change. There's another sprite that I want to use. That's what I was doing at the beginning of the stream, was attempting to change the actor graphic so that she's no longer this elf character, but rather a little blonde girl. I don't know what the hell's happening. I don't know why the rain's not turning off. I'm getting kind of frustrated. But gotta keep on picking at it. That's why we're doing these test playthroughs. No. It couldn't have been just a dream. What a wonderful dream. I think I'm sleepy enough to drift back. So, at this point, you can go back to sleep, or you can get up for the day. If you go back to sleep, guess what? You go back to the first map, and the whole cycle begins again. You can keep on playing it forever. Or you can get up, at which point she says, oh, time for coffee. And there it is. So, my one viewer, who I think has faithfully watched the entire thing, if you're not committed to lurking, what are your thoughts? What do you think of my little game here? I would like to know your thoughts. And while you're submitting your thoughts, I can try to fix some of these issues. Like, what on earth is happening with that